You think being a drag queen is all rhinestones, high kicks, and glitter bombs? Cute idea. Reality check. It's duct tape, sore feet, and wondering if your wig looks more like Beyoncé or discount Halloween store. Spoiler, it's usually the second one. Everyone thinks drag queens just live in sequins and applause, but the truth is, drag is the most glamorous form of masochism you can legally perform in public. You don't just put on makeup. You build an entirely new face from scratch. You're basically a construction worker, but instead of bricks and mortar, it's contour and highlighter. Your nose is a real estate project. Your jawline, a scam pulled off with shadows. You're lying to everyone, including yourself, and charging $10 at the door for the privilege. And let's talk about the drag prep marathon. It takes you 3 hours to get ready for a gig that pays you just enough to afford a Taco Bell order with extra guac. Shaving everything, gluing your eyebrows down, patting yourself like you're smuggling couch cushions under your tights. By the time you're done, you look stunning, but you also feel like a hostage in your own body. Then there's the tucking. Oh, honey, the tucking. You take your God-given parts, fold them up like origami, and shove them between your thighs until you're praying to the patron saint of circulation. If men knew what drag queens put themselves through to look snatched, they'd never complain about boxers being too tight ever again. But the torture doesn't stop there. Heels. 7 inches of pure pain. Whoever invented stilettos clearly hated joy. You don't walk in them. You survive them. And while you're hobbling across sticky club floors at 2 a.m., people scream, "Yas, Queen," like you're living your best life. No, Brenda. I'm 1 step away from losing a toe, and I still have 2 numbers left to perform. And those numbers? That's another scam. You lip sync like your life depends on it, performing cartwheels in a corset while sweating like a busted fire hydrant. All for what? A crowd of drunk bachelorettes yelling, "Work!" while spilling vodka cranberries on your sequined bodysuit. You're not Beyoncé. You're basically a glorified jukebox in a wig, praying your tuck doesn't pop mid-split. The pay? Trash. You can spend hundreds on wigs, costumes, shoes, nails, lashes, and stones just to get $50 and maybe a free drink ticket if the bar's feeling generous. You think drag is RuPaul money? Nope. It's gas station snack money. And even worse? People act like you should do it for exposure. Sweetie, exposure doesn't pay rent. Exposure doesn't cover rhinestones. Exposure doesn't buy the industrial-strength duct tape you need to keep your junk in witness protection. And audiences? Half the time, they don't even get it. You pour your soul into a number, hitting every beat like your life depends on it. And some guy at the back just yells, "Show us your tits." Sir, the tits are foam. They cost $300. And they're not for you. Then there are the hecklers, the drunk girls who think they're part of the show. They climb on stage, try to grab your mic, or worse, touch your wig. Touching a drag queen's wig is basically a hate crime. And don't even get started on the makeup wipe after the gig. You've spent hours painting your face into a masterpiece, and now you're scrubbing it off like a guilty secret. You look in the mirror afterward, and suddenly you're a raccoon who just got evicted from its trash can. The gender whiplash is real. You go from diva to disaster in 30 seconds flat. But the hardest part? Drag queens aren't just performers. You're therapists, babysitters, role models, and sometimes bouncers. Someone cries in the bathroom because their boyfriend dumped them? Guess who's there in full sequins holding back tears of your own while comforting them? You. Someone pukes near the stage? Guess who's dodging puddles while trying to hit the chorus of Lady Gaga? You. And people think you're just playing dress-up. No. You're doing unpaid social work in stilettos. You're a one-woman community center with lashes long enough to fan everyone else's trauma. But that's not even the worst of it. The worst part of being a drag queen is the hypocrisy. Everyone loves drag queens until they don't. Politicians use you as punchlines. Parents scream about you corrupting the children while they let their kids watch Game of Thrones. People cheer for you at the club, but cross the street to avoid you out of drag the next day. You're celebrated when you're entertainment, but erased when you're human. And drag isn't just performance, it's politics, whether you like it or not. You become a lightning rod for people's ignorance. You walk down the street in drag, and suddenly your existence is everyone else's debate. Strangers take your picture without asking. Cars slow down so people can yell slurs. You're not just a performer. You're public property with a target painted in glitter. Even within the queer community, it's messy. You'd think drag queens would get respect in LGBTQ spaces. Sometimes you do. Other times, you're treated like the messy cousin who makes everything too flamboyant. Sorry if my rhinestone bodysuit is ruining your minimalist gay aesthetic, Trevor. Drag queens were literally on the front lines of queer rights while you were still figuring out which tank top goes best with your brunch mimosas. Dating? Forget it. You tell someone you're a drag queen and suddenly you're a fetish. Oh, I've always wanted to hook up with a queen. Great, Jason. Do you also want to borrow my wig and heels while we're at it? Or worse, they assume you're drag 24/7, like you wake up in lashes, pad your pajamas, and strut to the grocery store in 8-inch heels. No, you are in sweatpants like everyone else, crying in the frozen pizza aisle. And family? That's a roulette wheel of disappointment. Some people get supportive parents sewing costumes and cheering in the front row. Others get, "Why are you embarrassing us?" Phone calls and awkward silence at Christmas. You didn't just disappoint your parents. You disappointed their Facebook friends. Drag is also expensive. Every wig, a small fortune. Every costume, a week's rent. Every makeup palette, an investment portfolio in glitter. And it never ends. Because if you repeat a look too often, people notice. Didn't you wear that last month? Yes, Susan, I did. Because unlike you, I don't have an unlimited budget and a husband paying my bills. Let's not forget the toll on your body. Binding, padding, duct tape, heels. Your body becomes collateral damage. Your knees, gone. Your back, screaming. Your toes, basically fossils. Drag queens aren't just artists. You're martyrs with arthritis. And for what? To be loved on stage and ignored off it. To be praised as fierce, but treated as disposable. To risk your health, safety, and sanity just to give people a night they barely remember because they blacked out halfway through your number. But here's the kicker. You keep doing it. Because underneath all the pain, the sweat, the broke bank account, and the bruised feet, there's magic. For a few minutes, you get to be larger than life. You get to make people laugh, scream, cry, and forget their problems. You get to take every ounce of your own pain and turn it into glitter. And that's why drag sucks, because it demands everything from you. And still somehow you love it enough to keep going.